First match of this set.
It's the second time this has happened.
Thanks a lot, Obama. So it looks like we got a button check here. Also,
they already did a button check, so
okay, so
this might be actual match.
Okay, so it looks like we're going. This looks awfully real. So we got Riley, the Ike main, and Braicario, who is a duck hunt, and Lucario, as his name would suggest, dual main. So what it's looking like we're gonna have here is, so Ethan, have you ever played a good duck hunt before? You have much experience in that matchup?
Not particularly. I was playing some friendlies with Braicario just before the tournament started here. He's really good at walling people out from the ledge.
Yeah, and what I think you can expect from Braicario and in duck hunt in general is he uses the can and the gunman and clay pigeons especially to kind of block off the horizontal line. And what he likes to do is, you know, you'll probably see him forcing a lot of shields here from Riley, or Potato, sorry, the Ike, and also Duck Hunt Dog is exceptionally good at forcing people to jump as well, and so you'll probably see him kind of anticipating a lot of jumps and kind of knocking him out of the air. But the onus is therefore on Riley, since Ike doesn't have any projectiles. You know, he's gonna have to find a way to deal with that can and make every hit count, because Duck Hunt's gonna really make it.
That was close. Right.
So it's looking like, so this Riley is behind, but I would not consider this a deficit, because Duck Hunt Dog has a really hard time killing, and as you see there, he's going to be dealing a lot more
Ike
damage.
Is fairly heavy too.
Right, and Duck Hunt Dog is going to be dealing less damage on average, so each individual hit is going to count less. But what it looks like Riley's trying to do is he's trying to get in and land a nice back air, and that's what Riley specializes in is, and I'm sorry I keep calling him Riley, Potato. He's really good at spacing those back airs, but it looks like he's kind of waiting for Braicario to come in and kind of saying, "Welcome, come to my lair," with those back airs.
Braicario's just kind of staying back, really.
Right, and it got him with up tilt, and at that percent, you know, and Duck Hunt Dog's got a decent amount of rage. So now this is where the matchup gets pretty difficult, because now that Duck Hunt Dog has, it's really easy to get flustered when you are stock behind on Duck Hunt Dog, because he can rack up as much percent as he likes on the first stock, you know, as long as you don't die. But this is where he's, and yeah, that was a good air dodge, because Ike has a lot of those really scary 50-50s off of that throw. So now Riley's starting to get the idea. So it's looking like what Riley's trying to do. He's trying to jump over the can, and he's trying to use moves that are safe on shield, like that nair. He jumped over the can and used the nair, which is very safe on shield, especially as a cross-up, which he did, to see if he can kind of bait something, a roll or something, out of Braicario to get a back air. Right. And Braicario is still keeping up that game, but
all right.
He kicked the can.
Put himself with his own can. You can definitely tell that Braicario loves these can setups.
Yeah, and the super annoying thing I can say from experience is that with that frame one can, it gets really annoying when you think you've got a confirmed kill setup and you just end up getting canned.
Right.
And he survives. He'll say, "Yeah, I'll take that can over that Ragnell." That big sword that sounds like hitting someone with a pound of wet leather.
Oh, goodness.
So there you go. So you see Braicario just tried to condition that shield and run in with that clay pigeon, tried to go for a grab, but Riley saw it.
I wonder if Braicario could have killed him right there with it. Off that can.
Yeah, I think, and that's, and speaking of that, that's really at this percent what gets really scary, is that that can be so terrifying off stage.
So do you know how the angle works on can?
The angle? What do you mean?
So the way it hits you is the direction that Duck Hunt is facing when he hit the can towards you.
Gotcha, and that's why it's so easy for him to set up kills off of.
Right.
If he cans you and back airs you off the can. Right.
So like if he back airs the can towards you, it'll hit you towards it.
Gotcha. I actually did not know that. You've taught me something today, Ethan. So yep, it's looking like that's Riley's.
Still anyone's game.
Yep, agreed. All it takes is really one solid hit from Potato here.
I thought that was an up air from Braicario for a second.
And it looks like Braicario right now, so it seems like he's catching on to Riley's.
Air dodge.
Oh, yep, and there's, like I said, those terrifying 50-50s. You know, it's so hard once Ike throws you up in the air. You really It's so hard to kind of contain that instinct, that primal
He hits
instinct.
so hard, and you're just like, I need to not
It's like
get
Ike,
hit here.
it's like Ike's his move isn't gonna last that long. It ends up lasting for like 70 frames.
Especially that up air where he just kind of twirls it around above his head for a bit.
Oh. And again, if you are just tuning in, this is the Beasts of the East #5, the Idaho and Washington offensive, where we have a tri-state throwdown here, Eastern Oregon, Washington, and Idaho. So again, we have Potato from Eastern Oregon, our very own Eastern Oregon boy, and Braicario from Boise.
I'm not sure if I really agree with the Smashville pick here.
Yeah, because it's kind of, I would almost imagine, because Battlefield, it's like, because Riley or Potato was really, he was getting a lot of mileage off of those cross-ups last game, you know, jumping over Braicario and hitting him with, you know, safe aerials on his shield so he could kind of get in. And Battlefield, that would be exceptionally hard to do because those platforms kind of snuff that. So he would have to, Duck Hunt would have a lot of control over that horizontal line.
Not to mention Braicario wasn't getting too many early kills either.
Right, and so it's like the high ceiling wouldn't make that much of a difference.
Right.
And not to mention here, because Smashville, if I recall, has the shortest horizontal blossoms of the starters, so it's just like, and Duck Hunt is actually, I would say he's a better vertical killer than a horizontal
I would agree
killer.
with his up air and up tilt.
Yeah. And so, and certainly Ike.
And Ike's forward air and back air.
Right, he doesn't really, he could go either way. But certainly short vertical blast or short horizontal blastings don't hurt. And yeah, and so it looks like Braicario, he seems to figure something out because he's got a pretty
seems to be catching his Potato's landings here pretty well.
Right. Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
And yep, so there he is. He's kind of that perfect shield seemed not reactionary but deliberate, you know, in the sense that, you know, he kind of sees that, you know, Potato is entering with those safe aerials. And he's just waiting for him to land with them and perfect shielding them. So now the onus is on Potato.
It's backwards, yep. Oh, did the stream go down?
Oh.
Did the monitor go down again? What's up with that?
Well, it looks like we're having a technical difficulty with the stream. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Beasts of these 5. Thanks for coming. Have a nice day. I'm just kidding.
I've never seen an HDMI cable just do this, especially earlier because it was just stopping on random menus.
Do you guys want to try a different HDMI cable? Okay, do you want me to go get mine? Or do you guys already have one?
I think somebody else is so they'll bring yours.
Okay.
I'm muted you already, alright?
You what?
I'm muted.
Actually, here, let's see if I have it.
Don't switch it up
Are you sure? Okay. All right. Well, it looks like the two gentlemen are gentlemaning to continue the match in spite of the stream cutting out. Okay. So they're going to keep going with the same game.
All right.
Okay, and we're off again.
All right.
So, how sportsmanlike of him?
Ooh.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, and that's that
That was
canned
a good
back air.
recovery right there with that side B.
So I mean, obviously with Ike, I know it's trite to say that oh you're Ike, you're never out. But I mean it's true. Especially with Rage, all he really needs is a few
I feel like
solid
that's
hits.
most characters just in this game.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep. Yep, we can do that. Okay.
I like that right there from Braicario.
Yeah, that was, and so yeah, he's kind of, and now he's kind of keeping that distance. Before he was keeping a distance such that Riley could get in with those safe cross-ups, but that was a solid 2-star.
All right, so we're 1-1 right now. What's going on?
Okay. Taylor, have people been reporting their matches? Have people been reporting their matches?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. What's that? Okay.
Okay.
Who am I playing again? Who am I playing?
Just worry about. Just worry about.
My cable?
We get that down.
Okay. It is? Oh, whoops. I must have grabbed it from over there. Oh, well.
Oh.
So, how many matches are we waiting on for winners round 2? Just me and Ethan. Okay. Should we start calling any of the winning matches? Okay. Okay. I will be right back.
All right.
Sarah, you and Mr. and Mrs. are playing. So,
All right. Looks like we're starting. We're going to Dreamland here on the counter pick.
So, what's the number smash? Go ahead.
It's me.
All right. Looks like we have Senpai back here.
All right, did you want
commentary?
back or?
Oh, no, you're good.
All right. Right on. Thank you. All right. All right. So, yeah, this is actually an interesting tournament. Chicana beat Diggle. 2-1. I guess DGL won the first game in like 30 seconds. Like,
Oh,
Bernie
Jesus.
just ran him over, and then yeah, the stone in the ground came out. You know. All right, man. See, this is what I mean. Duck Hunt just like holds the ledge against him so well, but he can't kill. And Ike's a big boy, you know. He's a big boy.
Curious how Potato will adapt this game. It's game 3 right now. It was a 2-stock in the last one.
Right. How did the game 1 go?
Game 1, Potato barely won.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
That could have been a net smash, but that was real unexpected. You know,
Yeah, he didn't lose anything there.
Oh!
Oh, he hit it. Oh!
Hey, all right, yo.
Can just auto-targeted him there.
You're gonna go.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
He's looking for the edge.
Oh!
Oh!
Gosh, it's a doggy dog world. Oh my goodness. No fear. No fear. Oh.
All right.
He should probably get a little fear now.
Back to an even match here.
Oh man, that was wonderful. Cause that can't come out super fast.
It's frame 1, right?
I think it is frame 1. Like, I think it's either as good or better than like Shadow Sneak getting out of combos.
I'm not very well versed on how Shadow Sneak works, so. Right. Ooh.
Man. Yeah, he's pulled the right over.
You do have to be careful about like having the can sit next to you and shield, because sometimes you can break your own shield doing that.
Yes, most definitely. All right, F tilt. He's.
Oh!
All right, calm down.
Whoa! Okay.
Oh man, that was bombastic. He did not want that to go on a second longer.
All right. Braicario moves on to round 3 winners with a.
Great job to both players. That was a great set. Oh man.
Right, perfect.
Good job, gay dog. You got a pivot.
I think one of my matches is up here in a bit, so.
Quote unquote, Michael says, "Good job, gay dog. You got a pivot grab." And it all went downhill from there. All right, that was a great set though. Now we have Butte versus